So before I ask General Govardhan Singh Jamal to give final concluding remarks, may I request Ashok Motwani ji to please come in and give your point?
Okay, can you hear me?
Mr. Ashok Motwani, sir.
Okay.
And finally, your remarks.
Thank you. I found this quite interesting. We'll talk some other time about this. Let General come in.
Sir, please switch on your video for a while.
He's not speaking now.
Yes, sir, please go ahead, sir.
Okay. I think very, very interesting session today. And thank you, Vijay. If you had not made it possible for us, you can see how things are happening. We started with Afghanistan, very important subject. But we have landed even more important subject, that is Jammu and Kashmir. And finally, Jammu, where we are doing this. Why we are doing this? It should be obvious to everybody. Why we have all come to, even from Maharashtra, people are worried about us. But DOGRAS are not worried about themselves. That is my worry. We are not worried. And that's how we have lost. And he's very right. And I always tell, I'll tell you a story right now, very later, because it will sum it up, certain things. One day when this, in 1992, 2 years after the 90 Holocaust in Srinagar, Dr. Karan Singh and myself were standing in the Karan Palace, and there was a thing coming, Allahu Akbar, and coming from Masuma and all the city and ending up in the cantonment. Beyond that, cantonment was silent. Then Dr. Karan Singh said, Govardhan, Kashmir is gone. I said, you can't say this. You are the fourth generation of Gulab Singh who got this state for India, and we have handed over to India as a crown. Do you think India will let it go? He said, you won't agree because you are a Fauji. Fauji nahi manenge. So I kept quiet. That was 92. But 96, when after the elections, his son was elected and became minister, I was also a member of the upper house. And then at the same spot we were standing. And then he said, Govardhan, you were right. I said, so long the Indian army is in Kashmir, Kashmir will never go because Indian army will ensure it. No doubt I am very sad that in 1990, Indian army police forces were there, and yet 5 lakh, 4 lakh Kashmiri Pandits left the valley. Indian army, that will be a spot on us. I don't know why we allowed this thing to happen. Now we are going to Afghanistan, somewhere else, when we could protect our 4 lakh Kashmiri Pandits in the valley. We have to be very careful. Whose fault was it? Analyze it. Why this happened? Unless we can answer this, we should not undertake anything like that. But now, no, Professor Vedic is not the journalist. He is gone. I think I had something to talk to him that nobody probably would be more pluralistic, Harvansh sitting there, than the Dogra forces. That is how the Dogra forces conquered the whole of Gilgit, Baltistan, 22 states, Ladakh, 22 states, and went up to, and we were doing wonderful. It was the British in 1931. They sowed that seed and tried to create problems in the valley. Then it was taken up by the Muslim conference later on. But as Harvansh always says, that British were interested in their own interests. They could do anything for their own interests. They divided the country also for their own interests. That I'm sure. It is that old good old great game, and they want to play against. China, Russia, and they knew that Hindu India will not help them. So they created a Pakistan for themselves. And of course, Allama Iqbal and everybody came, but it was Churchill's, and before that, even Churchill's ideas. Anyway, what I say that the Dogras were pluralistic, and yet now today Dogras are only suffering for this. Why? This is the question comes out. Afghanistan stays at its own place, that's a bigger game, but as ultimately we came down to Jammu, and Jammu we'll have to find an answer. We have not yet found. Unless Jammu can be strengthened, Kashmir, then we will not be able to hold. That's my feeling. Thank you very
Thank you
much.
very much, sir. Thanks a lot, sir. Thank you for your views.
Please like and subscribe.